So is it 5 that's the magic number? Let's find out. Keep watching. Hello, welcome back to GotAUkulele. It's review day as ever. This is the summary video review to the full review, which is in the link below in the description box on the main website, where you'll find a lot more other information too. And thank yous running across the bottom of the screen, lots of them this week. These are people who've donated through Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon or PayPal to help keep this site going and justify me doing this, because I don't take money from brands, stores, that kind of thing, because they would just be adverts. Some reviewers do that, I don't. And another way to say thank you is just simply to hit that subscribe button down there and ring the bell. That would really help me out as well. Okay, let's get into this one. Been excited about this, and I'm excited because I believe this is a world first. The first independent review that I can think of on YouTube of this new instrument that's been causing a buzz. This is the Enya Moon 5-string Taimane Gardner signature ukulele. Taimane Gardner, ukulele virtuoso from Hawaii, insanely good player, has teamed up with Enya, and it doesn't surprise me that Enya have done this, because they also have got a real name for themselves now in the instrument world. They're very well liked, so it doesn't surprise me she's worked with them. Now, my jury is a bit out on signature ukuleles, because some of them leave me a bit cold, and the ones that leave me cold are those where they've simply taken a regular instrument, stuck a name on the headstock and said, hey, there's our signature. So we will see whether that is the case with this one. All right, they have taken an existing instrument, is the first point, because this is the same body construction as the Enya feather. And that is to say, this is a solid block of mahogany all the way up, including the neck, into which the chamber is routed out of here, and then a top is dropped on, and it's finished off to create the sound chamber. Feather used it. One of those concepts that you think, well, that shouldn't work, but do you know what? It does work, and I really liked the feather. And Pete, my Bonanza ukuleles do a similar thing with their sort of ranch homesteads and stuff like that. But there are differences to the feather, which we'll come on to. First of all, the colour here is a sunburst black, smoky look to it on the top. I really like the look of that a lot. I prefer this to the feather. Straight up plain brown on the mahogany on the back and sides. Nice skinny body. I really do like the look of that. Same sort of bridge as the feather. That is made of rich light with a bone compensated top saddle. It's a slot style, so you tie knots in the end, stuff them in those holes and pull them taut. And then we start to get into the differences, because the feather had a regular Enya logo sound hole and a side sound port, no side sound port here, and a regular round sound hole. And that detailing at the bottom is a crescent moon, which is why it's called the moon. And this is the start of the working that Taimane did with Enya, I think, because this is themed. So she wanted the theme to be the night sky. And there's the first thing you'll see in the night sky is the moon. I think it works really well. I like that a lot. Inside, not much to say because it's routed out, but there is bracing. You'll see the actuator in there as well for the Acoustic Plus system, which also comes on the feather, which allows you to apply effects to your acoustic tone or output to an amplifier. I'll talk about that a little bit later as well. A couple of strap buttons on there as well. The neck, as I say, is integral to the body, so it just sprouts out the top. Same profile as the feather, 38mm, really roomy at the nut, 30 G2A. Satin finished, and it's an all satin finish on the body. I also prefer that to the feather because much better with fingerprints. Kind of an open pore, rather nice, really nice. The fingerboard is rich light, again, really nice jet black colour. Like that a lot, very good condition. 18 frets joined at the 13th. There's no sharp edges to those, they are edge bound in black as well. And then we have the second of the design cues. These are frigate birds outlines. There's a Hawaiian name for these birds, but you'd have to check what I wrote on the website because I've forgotten what it is. But Taimane chose these as well. And again, something else you find in the sky. They're at 5, 7, 10 and 12, and dots on the side as well. I really like those, they're cool. Beyond that, bone nut, asymmetric headstock, very pretty and classy, faced in black. Sorry, that's marks from the footprint of the clip-on tuner, Enya logo, and the third design cue. This is a star. So we've got moon, star, and birds. So there's the cues. And I'm really kind of liking that now, because contrary to what I said about signature ukuleles that just slap a name on, there isn't. There's more than that. There's a story, there's a theme, and I like that. Now, they have put a name on it, but they've done it classily, because they put it on the back. There's the Taimane name. So that's cool. It's not ostentatious. 5 tuners on this one. We'll come on to why. Well, you've already spotted why, haven't you? Branded Enya, small chrome gears, rather like the ones on the feather, but the feathers were gold. These are silver. But you've seen there are 5 strings on this one. For people who don't know what a 5-string is, that on a 5-string you have a paired string for the G that you play as one. A bit like a mandolin, so you don't pick them individually or fret them individually, you play them together. And the reason for that is because Taimane is famous for playing a 5-string. So it stands to reason that they make a 5-string. They also make a 4-string, but I'll come on to that when we talk about the pricing. So it stands to reason. So this is what Taimane's style of play is. So you're getting a 5-string because she plays a 5-string. A lot of 5-strings, most commonly you will find one is tuned low G, one is tuned high G. These are 2 low Gs, because that's what Taimane plays. So that's nice, 2 low Gs. What else do you get? You get a padded gig bag as well, with this tribal markings and the Taimane name, and in that pocket there is a strap with the same markings as well. And that all comes in at a price of $599. So it's the same price as the feather. So they've not been cynical on the price and said, hey, we've given you a signature and we're going to charge you more for it. I like that too. Now, I said they also make a 4-string, which is a bit cheaper. And the 4-string gives you the option of saying you don't want the pickup, so you can have it with or without the pickup, and without the pickup it's cheaper again. The 4-string, it also gives you an option of a blue colouring. I'd always have this colouring, but it's nice to have an option. You don't get an option on the 5-string. 5-string comes with the pickup and only in this brown. Part of me think that a bit of a shame, but I think what it is what they're saying is this is the de facto Taimane model. Yes, there's a 4-string for people who don't want 5, but she plays 5. So this is the one. Would have been nice to have the choice of not having the pickup and saving a bit of money, I think. But $599, same price as the feather with the pickup, so they're not being cynical. Okay, we've got to get into it. Now, what I said about the feather was, I really liked the tone, but it was very bright. Not the punchiest instrument I'd ever played. And it sounded more like a concert than a tenor. It wasn't a complaint, it just sounded like it was, really. I'm wondering, with the extra 2 low Gs on this, whether this is going to have a bit more meat. One of them, the other one. Now, a lot of people get scared about 5 strings and 6 strings and 8 strings, thinking that they're harder to play or they're different to play. They're not. But let's get into it. Volume. Alright, again, like the feather, not the loudest ukulele I've played, but perfectly passable. But the sustain is much better. I mean, it's ringing and ringing and ringing because of those 2 low Gs. So there's a bonus. Much more breadth to the tone than the feather. Sounds more like a tenor, so I really like the feather, but this is beating the feather. about that. Quick word about the acoustic system. You've all seen these. Jury's out with me on them, really. I just prefer to use effects pedals of my own, really. But you've got the reverb delay there. There's a chorus, there's a reverb, but you don't have to have those effects on, and it just still plugs into an amplifier and plays like it's got a pickup in it, simple as that. So that still works as well. I'm not going to go on too much more about that. I really like this. I really like the feather. So when this arrived, I kind of thought I'd like this. I like that they haven't been cynical. I like that they haven't just put a name on the headstock and said, hey, we're going to charge you more money because it's got Taimane's name on it. I like that there's a theme to it. And I really, really like the look of that sunburst, and it's got more breadth of tone because of those two low Gs. If you don't like that sound and you want that brighter sound, get the 4-string version. But I think that's 5-string is the point, isn't it? If you want to play and give your homage to Taimane, she plays a 5-string. The Taimane signature Enya Moon 5-string tenor, $599. I think it's really good. I like that. I like the look of that a lot. What am I doing? I'm rambling. Right, okay. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your ongoing support. I'm back next week with something that I'm really looking forward to as well. Then there's going to be a break from GotAUkulele for a couple of weeks. Christmas with the family. But I've got one more to get in, and possibly a mini guitar review to get in as well, but don't hold me to that. But there's something coming for you next weekend. Hope you enjoyed that one. What haven't I told you? Oh, the weight. Oh, no, forget it. It's 955 grams. Sorry, rambling. Yes, I will be with you next week. Thanks for watching this one. And go carefully. Look after each other. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.